Do you want to end your suffering? I know that you would like to. Before we proceed further, click on the link below, subscribe to my YouTube channel, stay connected. Why is it that people suffer? It is said that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. What does it actually mean? The underlying meaning of this statement is that we create our own suffering. And how do we do that? We do that by bringing focus. Focus to what? Focus to what all is missing, what all is lacking, what all negative has happened. It is said that human beings, in fact, only human beings have that faculty of thinking, and human beings think about 40 to 60,000 thoughts every day. And it is also said by research that about 70% of these thoughts are negative. What will be the end result of that? It starts accumulating and creates a sense of suffering in life. An interesting thing is, we can change that game forever. So in this video, I'm sharing with you some ideas which will help you to bring a shift in your thought process so that your suffering first comes down and then ultimately goes away from your life forever. I'm constantly working towards that. And whatever I'm sharing with experience and conviction. The easiest thing to change your thought process is change your physiology. Let's do a small exercise. Whatever way you are sitting or standing, just change your posture. Make your posture a little more open, little more alert, and notice, does something shift in your whole being? It does. That is the kind of impact our body has on our mind, which means if you keep your body alert, in that state of constant alertness, your thought process will also match that. And it is so beautifully said. I'm reading out some quote for you. If you change your body, you can change your thoughts. If you can change your thoughts, you can change your mood. And if you can change your mood, you can change your whole life. Isn't it so true? So the first thing that you need to start mastering is have power over your body. And how can you start doing that? When your body is in a state of good physical health, that's when your body supports your thought process also. Which means you need to engage your body in activities which nourish your body. And it's so easy to do. Go for a walk, go close to the nature, do some exercise, do some dancing. So many possibilities are there. And you choose whatever suits you. And you will notice the kind of difference it makes not only in that moment, but perhaps for the entire day. First thing, change your physiology. Second important thing that I'm suggesting is start writing a gratitude journal. One of my masters taught me this, that gratitude and disturbance cannot coexist. If you have disturbance, that means you are not being grateful in that moment. If you notice at your own life, in fact, let me put it this way, very straight, if you are able to listen to this conversation, there are so many blessings which are already in existence in your life. Yes or no? But the question is, most of us are taking all those blessings for granted. And what I am encouraging you to do is start taking note of those blessings and start documenting them. And I'm calling it gratitude journal. You can write it in a physical form, or you can use any electronic medium to write that. The point is, you need to bring that into your thought process. That's more important. So start writing a gratitude journal on a daily basis. First that will happen is your attention will go to all that has happened in the day. But as you mature in this practice, you will start catching those moments as they happen. And won't that be great? This is the second suggestion. Third suggestion that I'm giving is find a way to give back to society and contribute. It is also said that suffering, when you are suffering, the entire focus is on you. But when you start focusing on giving back and contributing, being unselfish, helping and supporting others, that's when your focus shifts from you to the world around you, and you are able to do so many good things for the world around you, and there is a need. And the kind of joy that you get from such experiences so profound that you'll forget about the challenges that you may have been facing in your life. Next point that I'm sharing is, and this is the last one, start thinking of your why. Start thinking of your purpose. Why are you in existence? And it is also said how to find whether you have found your purpose or not. If you are alive, that means you still have to fulfill something. So start your why. What touches your heart? What touches your feelings? What makes you alive? What makes you think that there is no time constraint, no resource constraint? And as you start connecting to your why, start connecting your actions to your why, you will notice there is hardly any suffering in your life. And that is the state I would like you to start experiencing moment by moment, day by day. Wish you all the best.